whistle. Stroud sprints out, throws on the move, and another touchdown. This time it's Cameron Babb. That is a great story.
A great win for the Buckeyes and an even better story as Cameron Babb finally finds the end zone after overcoming so many injuries in his career. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Football Fever post-game show. I'm Ben Buchanan alongside former Buckeye Jay Richardson. Clay Hall and Obi Stillwell will join us here shortly, and we got a great Fever lined up for you tonight. But first, let's start things off with the Nissan drive of the game. Jay, there are moments in this game that are certainly more than football, and this, my friend, is one of them. Fourth quarter, C.J. Stroud to Cameron Babb for the big touchdown here, and let the celebration begin. Babb has overcome so many injuries in his career. He was finally able to record his first career touchdown. Now Babb wears the iconic Block O jersey, and you could just see how much this touchdown meant to him and his teammates with the massive celebration. Jay, what else is there to say, man? This is flat out awesome.
I don't think people realize how not normal this is in college football, to have so many guys so close, so connected to a player, so proud of his success. And it's because this team truly does have one of the best cultures I've ever been around. You know, I've been in that building and I've spoken to that staff and some of these players, and I've been doing that for years since I was a player there. And I don't know that I've ever seen the Ohio State football brotherhood and culture in the place it is now. There's just a lot of love in that building. These kids are truly connected. They really care about each other. And to see what Cameron Babb has gone through, you know, highly touted recruit coming into Ohio State, high expectations, and just could never turn the corner because of injuries, and had never scored a touchdown here in Ohio Stadium. And to get a chance to do that in this way, coming out there, just to see his teammates' reaction to it, it tells you about how important the culture is at Ohio State and how much love is in that building. That was a really, really special moment.
Testament to Ryan Day, and then I think the word that comes to mind is just genuine. This is a genuine football team, and Cam Babb, what a genuine guy.
That's a perfect word for it.
Yeah, perfect word for it right there. All right, let's bring in Clay and Obi from the stadium, who are standing by now with star quarterback C.J. Stroud and the man of the hour, Cam Babb. Take it away, guys.
Great to be with a couple of playmakers today, and after doing, I think, 2 or 3 stories with this young man, Cam Babb, we're going to hear the story how you told Coach Day we got to go to this guy.
Who said that?
You said that.
I said that?
Apparently, that's what Ryan Day said.
I didn't want to take no credit.
No.
I mean, I think that's situational awareness, right? I mean, you talk about having it on the field, but even having it from a camaraderie standpoint for your brother to say, hey, listen, I think it's time. So, I mean, might as well start there. Walk us through that.
Yeah, first and foremost, it's all glory and praise to Jesus Christ. Being able to be out there with Babb and my other brothers, man, it's one of a kind playing in a place like the Shoe, being at this great university. But, yeah, so we getting down there, and I remember walking on the field the first play of the drive, and it was a play where he had a certain route backside. And I wanted to throw it to him, but there was a lot of bodies over there, so I just wanted to play it smart. X got a good game. We got down there, and it was like 2nd and 1. And Coach Day goes, we're gonna run in and get the first. I said, Coach, you sure? And I was like, we should give it to Babb. I said, let's do a certain play where I roll out and give it to him on an out route. So I wanted to make sure that he felt that I was there, and that I'm always willing to do it for my brother. So I'm really happy that Babb got that touch. But I mean, it's way more to come. Y'all ain't even seen like bro can play. Like it's not that play then shows y'all something really slight. Babb can play. So
was that how good that pass is the best you ever seen, probably? Huh?
Yeah, man. Look, it's the I played with Justin Fields and a lot of great quarterbacks, but this quarterback right here, this my brother. He's one of the. I'm not keeping him humble, but he's like that, and I'm just thankful to have him, man. And again, I'm just ready to keep building, keep growing with him, and I'm just thankful that he was even aware to like, all right, we're gonna give you a chance to make a play, and so I'm just thankful for this opportunity and thankful to do it with him.
Damn, everybody in the ballpark was aware. Block O's in the game. When I think about that moment, and as I said, I saw your dad and he was speechless. You mentioned talking with reporters that there was a time when you sort of wanted to hang it up, and this guy, CJ, gave you what?
I would say he just gave me confidence in myself. He reassured just what I didn't really know, if that makes sense. There's so many times I talked to him, and I was like, man, how do I look out there? Like, do I look okay? And man, I was expecting, yeah, you look good or something, but the way he would uplift me just gave me total confidence. And especially when he was throwing me the ball, it was like, okay, I know I can make these plays, and just because he's throwing me the ball and he believes in me, so I got to make these plays. And most importantly, like Jesus and the way that he's working in both of our lives, he'll make things shake and he'll make things work out. So, again, I'm just thankful to have him as my quarterback, and even off the field, just the relationship that we have, and it's a lifetime thing and eternal thing. So I'm just happy to do it with him, man.
Congrats to you both. Congrats. You overcame 4 ACLs here.
It was 1 ACL in high school, and then I had 3 here, and then like a meniscus too as well.
So he's still kicking.
CJ hasn't left his side either.
No,
I love this.
Yeah. Gentlemen, thank you. Let's go back to you.
Jay, it's almost impossible to listen to Cam and CJ and not just smile, have a big grin. These guys, class acts, really shows the brotherhood like you've talked about.
Well, these guys are a tight-knit unit. Yeah. I don't think people realize. I've been on teams where you had guys who, kind of had the Hollywood mentality, a lot of superstars. Well, these guys could all be superstars in their own right. You look at Marv and you look at CJ and Travion. They're all just close. They all just love each other. They all just want the other guy to have success. You can tell by how the wide receivers block for one another. I mean, on Xavier Johnson's long run, which we'll get to, you see Mecca, you see all these guys flying downfield, getting blocks and laying guys out. You see Marvin Harrison make a huge block, and I'm thinking to myself, man, these guys will sell out for one another to make the big play, and they don't care who gets the credit. And for CJ to keep in mind, Bab, and to keep in mind that, his guy is close to the red zone, he wants to get him a chance to get in the end zone, it just tells you, not just, the love, but what kind of a leader CJ is to say, that's somebody I think deserves to get in the end zone.
Yeah, it's a football family. You see it every day with the Ohio State Buckeyes. This moment was not only emotional for Bab and his teammates, but also for his family. After the game, our Clay Hall caught up with Cam and Bab's father, who says he was speechless.
You know what? I can't. I mean, it's been since high school since we've seen him catch his last pass, and I mean, it's just I can't describe the feeling. I mean, I'm usually not an emotional guy.
Now, it's appropriate if you beat Indiana for IndyCar driver Graham Rahal to weigh in. He tweeted, "God bless Cameron Babb. As a diehard Ohio State football fan, I can't remember many moments that hit the heart like that. 4 ACL surgeries, stayed the course, and led by example. You're a legend, man. Congrats on your TD." We appreciate that tweet right there. While Babb has certainly the feel-good story of this game, there really are some valid concerns for the Buckeyes coming out of this one. Let's send it back out to the stadium now, where
down to 10 to the 19. Intercepted. Wow! Tuimoloau again. Unbelievable. JT Clifford. Underneath and another interception. Tuimoloau.
no doubt it will go down as one of the greatest games in the history of Ohio State football for a defensive player. JT Tuimoloau leads the Buckeyes to a come-from-behind victory over Penn State. 44-31 is the final score, and the Buckeyes go to 8-0, perfection, baby, on the season. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Football Fever post-game show. I'm Ben Buchanan alongside former Buckeye Jay Richardson. Clay Hall and Kellyanne Stitz will join us in just a minute. But, Jay, we have to start tonight with what Gus Johnson called the game of his life for JT Tuimoloau. 2 interceptions. He tipped a pass to force an interception. He had 2 sacks. Don't forget the key fumble recovery. Jay, this is the Ramos Roofing hard truth. Was this the greatest game ever? Is that too much to say for an Ohio State defensive lineman?
Oh, that's a fantastic question, Ben. Let me just start off by, and I hope you have a second here because I get a bit emotional. I've watched a lot of football. I'm not a young guy anymore. I've watched a lot of football. I've never seen a player dominate a football game from end to end, from the beginning, first quarter to the fourth quarter, just relentlessly as JT, okay? Tuimoloau, you are a special young man. I'm going to start with the story. You guys are watching the highlights. That's great. Listen, This kid was 18 years old. He's at the Woody Hayes Athletic Facility. He is now committed to Ohio State, but not on campus yet, just there in the summer. And I sat down with him, and we had a quick interview in the weight room, and he looked at me, and I said, hey, what are some of your goals when you get here and you get to Ohio State, you get boots on campus? Like, what is it you want to accomplish here? And he looked at me right in my eye with the utmost confidence, not a smirk, not a smile. He was dead serious. He goes, I want to be the first player of Samoan descent to be taken #1 overall in the NFL draft. I've never heard a kid that young be so decisive and concise and clear about what it is he wanted for himself. I was just happy to be at a major, Power 5 university. I never thought about the NFL at that age. He knew not just that he wanted to be in the NFL, but he wanted to be the first player, the first Samoan player taken. Let me tell you something right now. What he did today, he just made some huge strides towards his goal. I've never seen a kid go into a football game and just dominate from end to end. He was relentless off the edge. He was relentless in the run game. He gets into passing lanes. He tips one up. Zach Harrison gets the first interception. He goes, no, that's not enough. I got to get my own. He comes back, makes a play on the back coming out, gets the hand over top, smacks the ball, tips it to himself, interception #1. Comes back, tackle after tackle. You couldn't run the ball to his side. Yeah. Pressure after pressure. And then to cap things off at the end of the game, he picks off a pass that should have never, he shouldn't, most defensive linemen can maybe get their hands up fast enough to tip it. No, not him. He gets it up, he gets both hands on it, runs into the end zone, sets it down in the corner next to the pylon, and just turns around and smiles, and you just know that's how you cap off a dominant performance. To put this in perspective, because I have to answer your original question, which was best game by a defensive player ever. Okay, 6 tackles, 3 solos, 2 interceptions, 1 for a touchdown, 1 forced fumble, 2 pass breakups, 1 fumble recovery. Do you know how many players in this century, because our producer, fantastic producer Stephen Kappas gave me this stat, I didn't even know it. How many players in this century have done that?
I'll wait. How many?
None. Just him. So Ben, to answer your question,
man.
This was the best defensive performance by a defensive player ever.
He's not lacking in confidence. He's certainly not lacking in ability. We're blessed to have this kid, man. He's a good one. We're lucky, blessed. Any word you could think of there, man.
Unbelievable.
Keep it going. All right, you had a big game, certainly, when you get the attention of the king. That's right. LeBron James tweeted after the fumble in the 4th quarter, JT Tuimoloau, say that name again and again. And then just 16 minutes later, after the pick 6, he says it again. Say it again and again, my friend. Safe to say fans won't stop talking about this game with JT's performance anytime soon. Let's go to Clay and Kellyanne in Happy Valley with much more from the man himself.
Ben Buchanan, nothing touches college football. I've never been covering the Buckeyes 27 years. This is about as crazy a game as I've seen. Almost like 17, I guess it was 17. No, here, Benjamin Victor turns everything around. Dwayne Haskins finds him. And Kellyanne, today, that 4th quarter turned. Yeah. I mean, I'm down there writing a note, and Travion Henderson goes 40. He's standing in the end zone. I look up, and it's like they're leading.
Yeah, this series certainly doesn't lack any drama. The Buckeyes kept fans on their seats, but they were able to battle through adversity and pull it off.
No question about it. One of the stars of many today, JT Tuimoloau, 6 tackles, 3 tackles for loss. I got to read these. It's long. 2 sacks, a strip sack. He deflected a ball early on, which led to a touchdown that gave Ohio State the 10-0 lead when they looked like they were going to run away, and he said that was his favorite play. He had 2 INTs, including a pick 6. What else can you say about the sophomore?
Incredible performance. Ryan Day said his performance was off the charts. He also mentioned that he has been working very hard to shine like this, to show off his talents on big stages. And you mentioned his favorite was that pass deflection. Ryan Day's, of course, was that pick 6. But take a listen from their performances today.
How satisfying is this to come back when it looked a little in that 4th quarter performance by both sides?
Man, it was a great game. I mean, the defense, we just trusted each other and just, stuck together and came out strong.
And the pick 6?
Pick 6, start for preparation.
Coach Day called this your coming out party, so to speak. I mean, does it feel like that now? You got a hand in literally every turnover. You scored a touchdown. What's just going through your mind right now?
I mean, it was a great win. I mean, you know, this is it's not an easy place to come play, and you know, I know you guys heard the fans are rocking.
Yeah.
So I mean, you know, we played a great defense and came out with the win.
JT, incredible performance. Keep your eye on number 44. He made bank today, but he can't leave. He's only a sophomore. Much more to come. We'll hear from Arvin Harrison.
Yep.
Pretty good day for him as
Very
well.
good day.
Until then, at Beaver Stadium for Kellyanne, I'm Clay. Ben, let's go back to you.